So why do they let you build all this stuff and take it home?
Because it's awesome.
Because it's awesome. It's free advertisement, really. You guys go to Wyotech, you're like, dude, I built this kick-ass thing. I love what I did there. It was so cool. You're gonna send students. You're gonna send more people there. You're gonna tell them how awesome it is, right? So you guys get to build a project, take it home, and like show it off. So one of the students there took a Ford Ranger and put a solid axle under it and was making a rock buggy. I mean, a full-on rock crawler out of it. He's pulling the engine off to rebuild it before school was over. I saw a student there that he liked doing road course racing. So he had a Mazda Miata. He was putting a full ASCCA compliant roll cage in it.
And he's going to make that a 350 horsepower engine, he said, too. That was his next class, was high performance powertrains.
That would be kind of crazy.
Right?
Basically a 350 horsepower go-kart. Yeah.
Yeah, what does it weigh, like 1,200 pounds?
Yeah. Well, not when you put me in it.
Yeah.
Heavier, but, so street rod, you guys saw some of that. That's the custom body work. That's not, okay, this car's got a dent, let's fix the dent. That's, this car is actually in decent shape. Let's chop the top and lower it. Let's make a lowrider. Let's make a, a custom roadster. So that's what you learn in this program.
Trim and upholstery technology.
This is the one that I think, if you want to open your own business, the fastest, easiest way to get there.
Powerful muscle cars that command the road with major attitude. If your thing is making the interior of a car look good, Wyotech can help you learn the tools of the trade. You can develop the skills to create and repair all types of interior features, from headliners and seats, sewing and pattern design, to state-of-the-art repair technique. The Trim and Upholstery Technology program can round out a technician to handle a vehicle from inside and out. You'll learn seat reconstruction, seams, pleats, custom fabrication, electrical, restraints, estimating, and much more. Wyotech training in trim and upholstery technology can give you the complete package, and you'll be able to apply those skills to career opportunities such as trim or upholstery shop, furniture upholstery, and custom shop upholstery.
So a couple things with that. I mean, you're not just learning trim and upholstery, right? You take one of the core programs first and then that. So take automotive and trim and upholstery. That way you know how to take the stuff apart and get the seats out and then actually do the trim and upholstery. Now, I'm moving to Arizona, okay? Boat seats don't last very long in Arizona. Every time I'm on Facebook and all the groups there, everybody's asking, does anybody know a good upholsterer that can fix my boat seats? So again, stuff that you don't have to be in a shop. They can mail it to you, you reupholster it, and you mail it back to them. It's something you could set up out of your own garage. Take trim and upholstery and then add on the business management. Heck, now you have an associate's degree and you know how to run your own shop. We're going to skip through a couple of these slides. Like I said, we're getting a little behind here. High performance powertrain. This is where you learn how to make lots of power with engines. Okay. Now, what I want to really touch on with this is, again, because of the way the school's set up, who in here is into big block classic muscle cars? One per. Jeez, Christmas. How many people are into tuners, 240SXs, GTRs, yeah, all that good stuff, right? So if you get into a class where you're going to learn everything from 4 cylinders to big blocks, you're going to learn everything from superchargers, turbochargers, nitrous, naturally aspirated, computer tuning, carburetors. You're going to learn the basics of everything. If you get in a class where everybody's like, I just want to know everything there is to know about 4-cylinder tuning, they're going to spend more time on that. Okay? If I want to know everything there is to know about a supercharged 454, they're going to spend more time on that. Okay? Real original 454. But it is a class where it's kind of fluid. They can change it up on the fly to meet the needs or the desires of the students. And then we talked about applied service management, where you're going to learn how to run a shop. Everything from how to order parts to how to hire and fire people. OSHA. What is OSHA? Huh?
A pain.
Okay. What's EPA? Another pain. Yeah. You need to know this stuff, or you can find yourself in hot water trying to run a shop. It could also help you decide, what kind of shop do I want to run? If you don't want to deal with the EPA, you don't do oil changes, because fluid is bad. So hard to deal with. So it kind of gives you an outlook on that field. The other cool thing is, if you take this class or any of our classes, right, and you go get a job in a shop, and 10 years from now, they come to you and say, hey, you're doing really well. We want to move you up, and we're going to start promoting you. And you get into a position where you might take over as service manager. You might be running the shop. Are you going to remember everything you learned in applied service management? Probably not. Guess what you get to do for free? For the rest of your life, if you took a class from us, you get to come back and take it again. No charge. So if you took applied service management and you get promoted and you're going to be a service manager and you're going to run the shop, you can come back and take this 3-month class and get a refresher on everything. And that applies to all of our classes. Okay? Any class you've taken, if you ever need to come back and do a refresher, come back and do a refresher. Free of charge. What we have campus. We have on-campus housing. 2-minute walk to class, I think that's probably a stretch. I think it's probably more like a minute walk to class. So you don't even have to drive to school. I don't know a reason you'd have to leave campus except once a week to go get groceries. These dorms do have 4 rooms per dorm. And then there's like a living room and a full kitchen. You can either have single occupancy, so you have your own bedroom, $400 a month, or you can share a bedroom for $300 a month. Now, what does $400 a month get you? It gets you the room and all of your utilities. Everything's included. So it's $400 a month. Okay? It's crazy. Because you can't get a room in Santa Rosa for less than, what, $9?
Well, a lot of colleges too, it's way more.
Oh.
It's paying way more for where he's at, and they can't have like a stove, a toaster oven, there's much stuff they can't have because it's fire concerns.
Where's that? Oh, the
Oh,
picture's
it's
not on
I did it. It's on my new one. We'll put it in there.
Oh.
All
No,
the
it's
build
got a
up.
full kitchen. I got pictures if you want to see them. No, it's got like a legit, like, it's not a mini fridge, it's a refrigerator.
That's nice.
It's got, I mean, you know, it's a coil top. It's a dorm. It's not, you're not staying at the Ritz, but it is super nice. And then, you see how big these buildings are? So every floor, there's a bunch of dorm rooms. Every floor has washer and dryer. It's coin operated washer and dryer, like a couple of them. And everyone that I went on either had a pool table, foosball table, or a ping pong table. At least somewhere. And again, like, it's supposed to be a good experience, okay? They want it to be fun for everybody. Yeah.
Is it co-ed rooms? Or
They're not co-ed dorms.
They're co-ed except for that, like the girls have like their own like floor and like their own area.
That's what I was worried. It goes together, or like they separate them, but it's in the same.
Yeah, they
Same
keep
building.
them segregated. Yeah.
And then there's a couple of deposits here. There's a $350 damage deposit. You don't mess up the room when you move out, you get that back. But other than that, I mean, I know deposits for most dorms are probably about 9 times that. So.
And what Sean was disappointed is there's actually this amazing gym that you get a membership to as
that's not
part
on
of the
your
whole deal.
either.
I have the picture. I just did. This is without that updated picture. So
I was looking it up. So it's all indoors. They have indoor pool, outdoor pool, a little lazy river, and then like a kick butt, like exercise facility. I mean, you're there for 8 hours a day. You go to the gym for an hour, you come home, you eat your dinner, and it's kind of it. You get to do it the next day. So we're trying to kind of keep you out of trouble because, you know, the university's right there, and you can go out in the wilderness. And then on the weekends, you go to Yellowstone, right? No,
you go to y'all. So you
no.
Medicine Bow, Snowy Range, Vedwu. Those are all right on the edge of
If
town.
you guys are into skiing, snowboarding, and also Denver.
Rock climbing, yeah.
So you can go to Denver, Colorado pretty quick and easy. You asked me how much it is. 9 months is $27,500. That's what it costs to go to school for 9 months. Now, remember that these are 8-hour-a-day programs, so 9 months is actually a really long time. Here's the other thing you have to keep in mind. If you're in and out in 9 months, you're out making money faster. So if you were to take a 2 or 3 year program, you just lost at least that every year that you're stuck in school. You're not making that money.
How much would Hansel start somebody working out right now?
$26 an hour Hansel is what they're starting.
So that's $50,000+ a year job coming right out of school.
Yep. So once you graduate, you get to go out there and make money. That's, again, about $50 grand a year that you're making. So you have to take in opportunity cost also. If you go to a 2-year program, you're losing out on 15 months of making money at $26 an hour. So this is actually comes out to being pretty inexpensive. And then you throw housing in there at $3,600 for double occupancy, and you're looking at what, $31,100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How long is it?
just like any other college. We are a college. So you get student loans. You can pay for it. Parent Plus loans work out. Grants work. GI Bill works. So if your parents are in the military and they want to give you their GI Bill, it absolutely will translate to this. So it's paid just like a regular college is. There is like a monthly payment plan you can do,
That's
Yep.
what I was actually,
but it ends up being like
$3,000.
$3,000 a month.
not everybody can pay like 27 or over like out of pocket. That's what I was asking, like how do you guys do like the payments for the tuition?
Yeah, so the way it works is that when you use the government-funded student loan system, then you go to school, you pay that back, and you start 6 months after. So, and then the worst case, if you just borrowed every single penny you need for living and everything like that, payment's about $350 a month. And you can pay it off as quick as you like. I mean, if you come back, you're living with your folks, you're making $50,000 a year, just pay it off, just get rid of it.
Yeah, everybody runs out and buys a car. Don't run out and buy a car. You need to buy tools and pay off your student loan, then you buy a car. Okay, a really sweet car, so you don't have any other bills. But yeah, so we do, like I said, it's all the same kind of loans. So you can get a loan under your name for a certain percentage of it, and then your parents can chip in and get the remaining balance of it, and then you work that out between your parents. You know, maybe they pay their portion, you pay your portion, or they tell you you have to pay all of it. I mean, that's kind of up to them. So, but yeah, you don't have to come up with $30,000 up front, so here you go. But, I mean, if you were to go to Sonoma State, how much money are you going to be paying? It does depend, but nobody graduates in 4 years, by the way. Almost everybody takes 5 years.
They just set you up on it's California state schools. They just set you up on a 5-year program straight from day one.
Yeah, so I mean, it's going to be more than $30,000. Plus, you just lost out on 4 years of income.
And do you have to stay on, like, in the dorms?
You don't have to, no.
For the first year, though, you don't have to. You can just go somewhere else if you want.
Yep.
Yeah,
you can actually
I would-
live at the university if you want to. So if you prefer to stay over at UW, you can do that, or anywhere you really want.
You can live wherever you want. I wouldn't recommend it. I would stay in the dorms, absolutely.
Well, there's some colleges that make it so it's
Yeah.
required to stay the first
Yeah.
year on the campus at the dorms.
But I'm telling you, it's a college town, and it's not a giant town, so housing is going to be a lot more expensive than $400 a month.
Yeah, it's at a premium. I looked up how much UC Davis was for 1 year to live in the dorms. 15 G's. Yeah, that's just for living in the dorms, not like the cost of anything else.
And when I talk about $31,100, that is all of your books, that's your tuition, that's your
All your
uniforms,
ASEs.
that's your ASEs get paid for if you want to take them while you're there. That's
You have
all of
to.
your housing, all of your. Literally, you need to have I don't know $100 a week maybe for groceries. That's it. I mean, there's nothing else you absolutely have to go there.
Gas
And
is less than $2 a gallon out there.
If you're comfortable with a lot of top ramen, you can probably get away with a lot less than $200 or than $100 a month or a week. Probably $100 a month, really. Too bad a lot of top ramen. You're asking, can you have a car your first year? You're only there for 9 months.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. We don't want you to bring a car. We want you to bring 2. One to drive and one to work on. But if you only have one, you only have one. But they literally give you 2 parking spots. One for your daily driver and one for a project if you choose to bring one. Yeah, I mean, it's the way it's set up. And this is not set up just for high school students. This is set up for high school students who are a couple years out. Military. So you're going to get a nice mix. Okay, you're going to have to grow up pretty fast. Yeah, you're going to have a nice mix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand out a couple of these cards to anybody who would like to fill one out. Let me know your level of interest. If you're super interested, you're not committing to going to school. Okay, it's just, hey, should we shoot you a text every once in a while, let you know, mail you some information. If you're a senior, I would like to give you one of these pamphlets if you would like. It has all this information. Most of these slides are in there. If you're an underclassman, I'll give you one of the smaller pamphlets. And the summer before your senior year, we'll mail you guys out a big one. Sound good? All right, so I'm going to come around real quick, all right? And I don't remember having too many seniors, so if you guys wouldn't mind filling this out and handing it back if you're interested, and I will, I'll collect them at the end.